Hello, people.
Hello, people.
So, today we are here specially for mommies and daddies.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
That is very
Oh, God. Okay. Hello, people. Hello, beautiful people. So, today we are here for mommies and daddies.
daddy.
Happy Children's Day to all the amazing kids all over the universe, all over the world.
Happy
Happy,
Children's
happy. Is it like a
Day.
special song for children?
Happy children to no. There's no song like
Yeah,
that.
we would have sang a song for you, but we don't know. So
True.
happy Children's Day,
Happy Children's
children.
Day.
And shout out to all the amazing,
Say,
amazing parents. You are doing a good job, raising smart
raising
kids,
smart
wonderful
kids.
children. You're
True.
doing a very, very good job. So kudos to you. So
Kudos.
if you know you've not hit the subscribe button, please do well too.
Subscribe.
And if you know you've not turned on your post notification, please do well too.
Bombastic side eye, criminal offense.
Is that like me like an old man? Honestly.
Don't mind them. Don't mind
Yeah.
them.
So
But you know what
turn
you
on
should
the post
actually
notification. Exactly. Turn on the post notification.
do.
So today is Children's Day, and
Children's Day.
as a parent, as a guardian, I want you to ask yourself some questions. As you celebrate Children's Day, take your children out, buy them ice cream, take them to go and play in the playground, buy them gifts. I want you to ask
Ice
yourself a
creams and
question.
all of those things.
Yeah,
Yes.
so being a parent isn't just about bringing your child to the world, sending them to school, buying them clothes, and normal. That is a very vital role. Don't get me wrong.
True.
But then, I want you to ask yourself some questions as you celebrate this Children's Day. So as a parent, look at your child and say, is my child protected? You know, if tomorrow I lose my job, or tomorrow something happens to me, I'm permanently disabled, or death, as the case may be.
True.
This is something we cannot run away from. Nobody can evict death, and nobody knows when it's coming. You cannot say death please come by 80 years or 90 years or
True.
95 years. It comes when it wants to come. you know so if something happens to me tomorrow as a parent,
Yes.
what will become of my children? I'm not talking about what will become of your wife or your sisters or
Immediate
what will
children.
become of my children?
What will become of
My
you
children I
guardian?
bettered
Yes.
into this
True.
world, or my sister's children I'm taking care of, and my children. Some people take care of their siblings' kids and also
Yeah,
their
true.
kids. So what will become of them if something happens to me tomorrow? So I want you to ask yourself that question. It's not about fancy restaurants, playground, ice cream dates, blah. It's not about those things.
True.
It's not about going to the best school, speaking the best English. If something happens tomorrow, will my child continue their education, or will my children continue their education? These are serious, important questions. Don't get me wrong, parents, you're doing a great, wonderful, wonderful job. You're trying. But if tomorrow I'm not
Where I am
where
today, that
exactly,
is the question.
what will
What
happen to my
becomes of
children?
my children?
So Mr. Alex, I summarized this, in all of them, and in everything I summarized, I just said, are your children wearing the armor of life?
True.
You know what an armor is?
An armor is something that defends you obviously from
Exactly. So are your
external.
children wearing the armor to be defended from this life? Life throws different things
A
to
lot of
you.
punches.
And right now your children are under you. So what if something happens to you as a parent?
What have you
You're
put in
off
place?
balance.
Yes.
What happens to your kids? Children wearing the armor of life from their helmet down to their boots, and even holding their sword.
It is also important to know how flexible, because some parents are going to actually want to argue or kind of like, I have laid down one or two things. How flexible is those things you have laid down? Is it something that is transferable easily? Is it
Without
something, do you
stress,
understand? I know people kind of, everybody love their children.
of course.
Everybody, you can't have a child you give birth to and be like,
Neglecting the
whatever.
child
Do
or
you
something,
understand? It
yeah.
is understandable that some people maltreat people's children.
But
Do you
that's not their
understand? That is not
children.
with other children. So, but how about your children? It is so most times people kind of like you have this property, you have that. These are things draggable by people. When you're not there is a different
Okay,
case.
so let me give. So imagine I
Hmm.
insure this house.
Yes.
This is my house, and I insure it for my child. You
Mm.
know, and I say, I beg my can get this one, when it
Mm-hmm.
happens, whenever I go, my child, what if I die? This house get burned down.
What even aside from, let's say it is the, because when you're insuring a building is just for what could happen to the house. It's not as if
No,
you
I
know
did not insure. I
you
just
to,
wrote in my
I
will
will,
that this
okay,
house should be
good.
passed, and before I die, this house get burnt.
What if your siblings drag the house while you're not there?
So the thing is, they say
Do you
you can
understand it?
never know your siblings until you are no more. Just imagine what happened
True.
in the case of that guy that they were dragging property with his children.
Mm-hmm.
That what saved them was, I think, the will he wrote.
True.
So if you were alive and they told him when you are no more, your
This
family
was
will
going on.
drag this with your children, he will say it's a lie.
True.
So you can never know
You
too
you
much
can never know too much. I so much agree, because some parents just show the love. I love my children.
by your
I love
material
by the
things,
material
but
things
are
they
your
can
children
offer.
protected?
But that is exactly
If
where,
something happens to you tomorrow, will your child sit school will your child go to school till the end, even to university and masters?
see,
Will
I
your
chose
child
true.
will your child do that if you are no more? Like if you are not there,
Hmm.
will things go smoothly for your child?
I throw this question she asked directly to you. Like, pause for a moment. You can be, you obviously, parents are busy people. You're a busy person.
Yes.
You're a busy mom. You're
Yes,
a
a
busy
busy
dad.
dad.
Ask yourself this question she just said. Please say this question again.
Are your children wearing the armor of life? Is my child wearing the armor of life? Whenever you come across the video, when you go to bed that day, you lay down your head, you close your eyes
True.
to sleep. Ask yourself, is my child wearing this armor? Are my children protected? And don't get me wrong, you can also do these things for the good purpose. I can say, my child will be 5 years in 2030, 2031, and I want to take my child to Disneyland. I want to save. The good thing about insurance saving, like we said previously, is
No,
it
goodness.
comes with a life policy. That's a life cover rather.
Mm-hmm.
That even in the course of saving, you don't get to the end of the plan. If something happens, your child is still covered. So you cannot say, I'll take my child to Disneyland by 5 years. I'll take my child to Disneyland by 10 years. Let me save for that purpose. Some people just wake up and say they're going to Dubai, they're going to Paris. Those people, they've planned their life already. Even that money they're spending, they know one way or the other they will get it back.
True.
But you that you understand, that's why one thing is I tell people to be honest with themselves.
True.
You understand how you are working, how you earn money, your partner also. You can save and say, I want to take my child, I want to take my children to Disneyland in this year.
Mm-hmm.
People save for vacations, people save for holidays.
People save for various reasons.
So
Good
it's not only
reasons.
just about
Just
debt,
about it. We
but
only
that's just it's simply just
the worst case
what
scenario.
if.
Yes.
That's why there should always be an if.
There should be an if in your plans.
You understand? So we're not here to talk much today because we're about to go out. We're kids also. We're going to go and celebrate our birthday. But parents, please,
True.
please, when you go to bed, when you lay down,
True.
close your eyes. Ask yourself: is my child protected?
Ask yourself.
Are my children wearing the armor of life?
Yes.
You can never be too sure.
You can never be too sure. It
Yeah.
doesn't knock at the door.
It doesn't inform
We
you.
always say that it doesn't inform you. What plans? Ask yourself, what plans have I laid out for these children?
Yeah.
What if life throws out the strongest punch at me?
What will happen?
What becomes of me
Am I
if
true?
I lose my job today?
Exactly.
This thing I'm holding, this small thing I'm managing, if it goes out of my hand, what becomes of me? These are the questions people should ask themselves. The country alone is too tough. The situation, everything is just tough. And it will get tougher if you do not take a bold step by doing something
Exactly.
now.
You have to
Do
help
you
yourself.
understand?
Nobody's coming to
Nobody
save
is
you.
coming to save you.
You have to help
You will
yourself.
think you have the whole world, you have the whole time, you will sort it out. And it's also,
You tell me, you say, I will start next year, I will start next
there
month.
is no time.
What if that time never comes?
There's no perfect time.
You start now.
It's about you being intentional. See, I want you to take a bold step of wanting to go. Be intentional about the protection of your
Be
child.
intentional.
Be intentional. It's not just about the money in your account. Do a deliberate
for
yeah,
that child, for those children, specifically for them. Go and ask questions. Send us DMs. You can explain. There are numerous plans that can cover your children.
True.
You understand? There's a plan that's like a will. There's a plan where you save, you get interest, and then there's also a life cover on it. There are numerous plans. Numerous plans. You can save for your child if you want them to school abroad. You can save for them. You want them to okay, they will start school in 2 years. There's a plan. like that. You want to take your children on vacation, there is a plan. It goes as wild as
It
you can
goes so many
imagine.
times. You don't have to be running for every September trying to run to meet up
So
with things. You
exactly,
can
to
you can sort all
you
those
can
things
sort all
out.
those
It's
things
about
out.
planning.
Planning,
Plan smartly, not just about the plan. You
set
need to be
goals,
smart. Set
plan.
goals, achieve them, have a checklist, and then you're there. Parent, I want to encourage you to be intentional about your
Your
children. It
children.
goes beyond the
I
I
love
love
you.
you.
I'm buying you
Take
new
this. I
clothes. I bought
bought
you
you
Christmas.
this
Even
and this.
Christmas, and parents at Christmas like this, they sorted out. They'll pay for vacation in one hotel,
Sure.
travel out of the country. Sometimes if you can even not travel out of the country. You understand? Start from somewhere. You
Start
can
somewhere.
save and say, this Christmas I want to take my children, I want to take my family, to this hotel. Lodge there for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Enjoy yourself.
It,
Food, transportation. You want to tour the city, Uber, everything is covered in that
it's
money.
all financial planning.
Planning.
If you plan it, you achieve it if you're
Oh God.
intentional.
If you plan and you're intentional, you will live. Oh Jesus. You will live like, oof, man.
Like kings.
Like kings and queens.
You don't need to wait for your children to be at a particular level before you start saving for them.
I have a friend that is already making plans for his children. He's not married.
Okay.
So we had discussion last year. He's not married. He's still not married this year. This is May. But
Okay.
he has savings for his children already.
Savings for
That
his
money
children.
now he can use to shop for baby things. To do a lot of things.
See the beauty of it. This is somebody being intentional. You don't want life to take him unawares.
And also I have a friend, she's a lady. Her husband has properties,
Okay.
and all of that. But she now told me, she said she wants to leave something for her children. She's almost like 30 years.
Okay.
She said she wants to leave something for her children, that I should advise her on what to do. I told her about a plan that is like a will.
Yes.
I've mentioned it, and
A
one
lot
day
of
we'll
times, yeah.
elaborate.
Okay.
And so, parents, when you go to bed this night, ask yourself just one question.
Question.
Is my child or are my children wearing the armor of life?
Sure.
Just ask yourself that question. So it's a wrap. Like I said, we're gonna have fun too and
Have
enjoy our
fun.
Children's Day.
True.
So happy Children's Day once more.
Happy
And
Children's
kudos
Day.
to parents.
Kudos
a big
to
shout out
parents.
to mommy and daddies. You're doing a
Yes.
great job.
Kudos.
You're all amazing. So stay tuned to our channel. If you've not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notifications to get more alerts whenever I post videos.
Wow.
So happy Children's Day once
Happy
more.
Children's
Bye.
Day. Bye.
Bye, children. Bye, mommy and
Daffy and
daddies.
Alex show.
Bye.